Hello, my dear friends. Human Nature Laws, a beautiful book by Robert Greene. After reading that, I was just analyzing what all happened in my own life, and I was comparing the way he has written and what exactly has happened with us. Of course, that man has done great research after all before writing this book. I am sure that. And one of such incidents is when I was a staff captain in the Court Quarter in Jodhpur. We were on an exercise out to uh, a place in Jaisalmer, little ahead, uh, and the exercise was over, and I was supposed to take the last party, the uh, the last of the convoy I was supposed to bring back from for the corps, and I was the convoy commander, and there was some other junior captain who was the convoy to IC, and of course, as the privilege goes, I went ahead of the convoy initially, and then later on, I allowed the convoy to pass on along with the junior captain Saab, and we were coming back to as a sort of backup in my jeep, and which was a class one and excellent vehicle which I was driving, and I could see that whenever any convoy, including ours, passes by, and all vehicles, one uniformed man is standing and showing his hand, waving his hand to stop, but nobody is stopping. Finally, I felt I should help him, and I stopped my jeep near him, and I found that he was wearing a brigadier's epaulet, and he was a ordnance brigadier. Uh, it is written Rajulu. His uh, name tag shows he is Brigadier Rajulu. Then I just stopped the vehicle and I said, "Sir, what happened?" He says, "My vehicle broke down, and I was also like you as a rear party. I was coming, me and my driver. So it happened that my Jonga is now off road, and it will take time, maybe more than 24 hours to repair it. So I would like to get back to Jodhpur. If you don't mind, can you help me?" I said, why not, sir? Please come in. And then I moved my driver to the rear seat, and he was sitting in the second seat. I was driving, and we were coming. Maybe we were talking about my exchanging pleasantries, and then he was talking about my date of commission and where do I belong, all those personal questions. And maybe one and a half hour later, he said, "Why don't you stop for a loop?" And he wanted to just get down. And then while getting down, I also got down, and he called the driver, and he said, "Any star plate in this of a brigadier?" He started asking him. Then the driver came running to me, "Sir, star plate, any star plate in this?" I said, "There's no star plate in this, because we don't cater for any star plates being, it's a new Jeep also." And but the brigadier was insisting, "I am a brigadier, I need a star plate to be kept in front." So then I politely told him, "Sir, we don't have star plate. It's a new Jeep, and we'll have to manage like that. Being a brigadier, I think you have to now go without star plate, because your vehicle is much behind. Now we can't go and pick it up, and it is a Jonga. The Jonga's star plate may not fit into this Willys Jeep, Mahindra Jeep rather." So immediately he was feeling not comfortable, and anyway, we continued our journey, and after around an hour or something, he again told me to stop near a signal unit or something. Then he said, "You give the vehicle to the driver, because you are a young captain. Why you are driving the vehicle?" I said, "Sir, I've got a valid military license, and my departmental head is Brigadier Diwan. He has permitted me. You can drive like that." Then he says, "No, no, no, you give, and you go in behind." To which I felt so insulted. Then I told him, "Sir, why don't you wait here for some time? I'll just come. I'll arrange a star plate also." And we turned back along with my driver. You wait near the signal unit and arrange for some tea and all. He was waiting there. Then we went back. and we took a different route and came back to on. We didn't pick him up, and there was no cell phone or radio sets or anything. He couldn't communicate with us. We took a different route and we came back. In the meanwhile, maybe we must have reached by around 4:35. We reached, and I straight away drove to Brigadier Diwan, or my boss's house, and I told him the entire incident. This is what has happened, sir. He said, "Oh, I know this guy very well. Don't worry. You told me everything. I will manage. Good that you told me. Otherwise, he would have come and told me a different story." And of course, that has happened. And next day, he went and told a different story. He said, "This man left me on the road and ran away, and all those things." But Brigadier helped me. He said, "Not to worry. Firstly, he's a short service officer. He's on extension period and he's living and all. Don't take panga with him. And your way of dealing with him was also not correct. I only permitted him to drive the vehicle. You wanted him to sit behind and all that. Whatever between them must have happened." And then later on, I met this Brigadier Rajulu in a party in the core mess, and I was the mess secretary. And then he came to me. He said, "Oh, young man, how are you?" And all that. You are leaving the army." I said, "Yeah, yeah, I am leaving the army, sir." "Oh, oh, that day he had two drinks, and even I had two, three drinks, and you left me. That's not courteous, man." I said, "Sir, I know we were not courteous to each other. I know that very well. And let me enjoy my drink, and you also enjoy your drink." And we dispersed. Another human nature. Imagine. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, but I was little too much because my young age also. Perhaps I should have behaved as a human being in a different manner, and he also would have behaved in a different manner. But that is how we keep learning in our life. Thank you.